So I saw this interview where you said your mom was in an abusive relationship, right? What was that like for you witnessing that as you were growing up, and what age were you?
Uh, wow. Okay. I was young. You know, it kind of helped me. Kind of always want to treat a stepchild or a female's kid the right way. You know what I mean? Because my relationship with him was pretty rough and rugged. I witnessed a lot of rough and rugged stuff. It kind of ran me away from home kind of early, which led me to catastrophically take on things that I shouldn't have taken on at such a young age. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. So do you feel like in a way like your childhood was stolen from you?
No, not at all, man. I am so proud of who the fuck I am today. You know, I go different places, and it could be somebody that knows me from prison. And I was a stand up dude, you know, always. We could be in the darkest place. And, I never let that stop me from glowing and shining and letting my energy, you know, uh, try to be in a great place, or spread great vibes and energy. So, man, I've never been one to cry over spilled milk or one of them complainers. Actually, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. You're a guy or girl or whatever, you around all day complaining, and I'm not with that. So I turned my test into my testimony, man. If I wouldn't have been through some of the, trenches and hard times that I went through, I wouldn't have been Pop today. Like I said, I love who I am, you know.
Right,
So
right. Yeah, you definitely exude that like that positivity, like that's the vibe that you really give off that basically you can overcome anything in life, right? No matter what is dealt to you.
Well, that's what I'm trying to illustrate to the youngsters, to the people, to my Boricuas, that it ain't never too late. Uh, you're looking at a guy who did 19 and a half, bro, and to come back and just jump in the industry, especially in such a big city where there's so much competition. Uh, and in a matter of 5, 6 years, work with some of the biggest legends in the world and share the stage and, be featured on some of their tracks.
Right, right.
It's a
And we
dream.
gonna get into that. We gonna get into that definitely a little bit later. Um, but I want to help set up the canvas for people to understand you and how, your story and like how you got here today. So what kind of kid were you? Like, did you really show an interest in music early on? Were you into sports? Like how what were you into?
I loved baseball. I did love baseball. I never gave a thought of doing music, although I did a lot of, we went to a lot of, I did do the breakdancing thing, you know what I'm saying? But I never gave music a chance, never gave it a thought. I got locked up, and when I was locked up, I put the pen to the paper uh, and started sharing poems with my brother back and forth from prison. And it really wasn't poems, they were actually letters that turned into poems, and he would fire me one back, uh, a poetic letter. So it led to me starting a poetry book, which got me later into music, after I mastered doing the spoken word stuff.